is my mic glitching out again? Okay, that should be fine. I don't know why my tripod's so like annoying recently and like making noises so much, but okay. I'm gonna grab some triggers. We're gonna go through a bunch of these triggers and then I'm gonna go live on TikTok after. Also, don't mind this huge pimple. Is this live public for everyone? Because there's like no one here. What the hell? Weird. We're gonna start with something boring then, I guess. Since no one's here. I gotta check something. Because I'm starting to, like, is this like a public live or is this just for members? Because no one's here. It's confusing my brain. Oh, okay. It's for everyone I see. Hello, Rusty. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Peyton. Yikes, sorry. I've been here for 3 minutes. I need to alert Discord that I'm live on here. Hi, Savannah. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Is there any... Hello, hello. Is there any, trigger words you guys want me to add to Friday's video? I have tickle, 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 cookie, 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 and coconut, coconut, coconut. Let me know if you can think of any other ones that you want. My glasses are like dirty, but I literally, they won't clean. Like I've tried to clean them, and it's just not working, so. Disc, 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 like that. Disc, 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 disc. Alright, I'll write that down. I want to get like at least like 20 trigger words, but no one's really answered that thing yet, I don't think. I'm gonna ask TikTok too to see what they think. Hello. I need to sneeze. But like, I can tell it's not gonna come out. I need to remember to either change my shirt or put on a sweater before I go live on TikTok so that they don't ban me for nudity. they ban me for like nudity and stuff, and I'm like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Well, TikTok doesn't pay me anything. I make money from the people who send gifts on TikTok. I don't make any money from actual TikTok. I am from Ontario, Canada. TikTok doesn't pay me. I'm in Canada, so we don't have a creator fund or anything. We just have random people who decide to send gifts. But I make a decent amount of money off of that. I think I've made like $100 last month or so. Yeah, I made $157 from TikTok last night. Not last night, last month, sorry. And I've made about $100 this month, but like $25 of that was from my boyfriend. Hello. I don't make any money from Snapchat, no. I have a Snapchat, but I don't post like ASMR on there. I have a Snapchat for like my ASMR, but it's just I post stories of like, hey guys, I posted today, or hey guys, I'm going live, like that kind of stuff. Don't actually post on there. I don't want to get too many income streams because it's going to be harder during tax season. No, I do not do OnlyFans. So $157. Everything I make from YouTube, TikTok, customs, every bit of money I make is taxed. So I have to give a portion back to the government, always. Always. Thank you, Michael. So like, I give like 20% back. I think it depends how much I make by the end of the year. So right now I'm projected to only have to pay about 20% to the government, but if last minute, the last couple months of the year, if I start making a lot of money, I could end up having to pay like 30%. Yeah, the platforms. Depending on what platform, like YouTube takes like, I don't know, let me Google it. TikTok percentage depends. This is a phone. TikTok depends on how active you are, because the more active you are, the less money they steal from you. I think YouTube takes about 45. So if you make money from anything, it's not direct. You still have to. No. That's no social media works like that. If you make enough money, like Snapchat might not take your money, but either way, the government will. The government still takes your money, so I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me either way. I'm paying like 20-30% of what I get to the government, so I don't really care if a platform takes my money. I don't even look at that. I don't even see how much they take, so I don't really care. But no, like my memberships are like $7 because this is ASMR. My memberships are like $7 and I get like $3 to $4 of it. $3 to $4 of it. Which is why I didn't want to lower my memberships, but some people were not happy about the price. No, I do. Well, it's complicated. I haven't done taxes for any of this yet. I've never done taxes for any of my work here. If they send it genuinely as a gift, then like, yeah, but I have to be able to prove that it was just a gift and it wasn't work related, because if it has anything to do with ASMR, if you guys are getting anything out of it, then it's taxed and I have to expenses I can do that with, though. Like, it's not like I have like $1,000 equipment, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have expenses to offset. No, I'm not gonna do that. So, like, you know, plus that just makes taxes more expensive, because if I went to go get my taxes done, now it's gonna take longer for them to do my taxes, and it costs money. Yeah, but it's way more complicated than that, Rusty. It's actually a very complicated process. There's not even really a point in doing it. I don't do spit painting. And I'm not going to talk in my regular voice because this is something people use to fall asleep. I'm not going to jump scare people into waking up. That would be extremely rude. But no, it's not that easy to claim expenses at all. Not at all. Like, if you claim it as an expense, then it's not yours. That item is not yours. You do not own that item. Your business owns that item. So, like, let's say I bought a laptop and I put it as a business expense. That's not my laptop. That is the business's laptop. I don't own it. It's not mine. I want to own all of my stuff. It is $2.50. I'm from Ontario, Canada. So, like, I wouldn't want to expense anything because then I don't own it. That wouldn't be, like... Yeah, but that doesn't matter. My business owns it, not me. Like, it's only a business thing I can only use. Because if I'm not 100% fully paying for it and I'm making the government pay for some of it, it's not mine. It's not mine. That's not how it works. It's unfortunate, but that's not how it works. If you want to own it for yourself, you have to pay full price for it. You have to pay full price for it if you want it to be 100% yours. The difference is that you don't own it. So you can't do like whatever you want with it. You can only use it for like basically just the business, because that's what it's for. That's what you told them it's for. If they're paying you money back for your business, you have to use it strictly for your business. Well, if you do it that way, I don't really know how it works completely, but I wouldn't really say the government. I don't really know exactly how it works, but it's not 100% yours if you do that. All I know is it's not 100% yours. I haven't looked into every individual, like, thing about it. So I don't really know how that works. I don't want to look into it. That's why I haven't done it. It's too complicated. So, but it's not worth it to do that. Like, you don't own it then. There's not even that many expenses in my work. I pay like $200. Not really. I pay like... That's not how that really works. You only make money back from what you bought, the price of the item you bought. So if I bought $200 worth of business stuff in a year, which is all I spend pretty much in a year anyways, is like $200 to $500. You only make a certain portion of that back from the government, so you'd only be making like $100, not even $100 back. So there's not really a point. Yeah, but again, that's not how it works, really. Guys, stop fighting. It's way more complicated than that, Rusty. Way more complicated. Way more complicated. Plus, then when tax season comes, I'm going to be paying a lot of money to do my taxes. Because I don't do my taxes myself. I get someone else to do my taxes for me because I don't know how to do my taxes. I'm not smart enough for that. And there's so many things that go into it YouTube-wise that I just don't know what I'm stuff you have, the more complicated your taxes are, the more they're going to charge you to do your taxes, and I don't want to deal with that, so it's already going to cost me so much. Hello. Well, unfortunately, that's not how that works. The only way I get 100% of it is if you buy something off my Amazon wish list. That's the only way. YouTube is my business. I do custom content, and then all of that. Custom content is basically running your own business, and you have to go under that when you do your taxes. I'm not really sure yet because I don't know if I'm doing all the documentation that I need. So I've just been writing down the prices. I've just been writing down the prices of the custom videos and saying that they're custom videos, and then once I get a laptop, I need a laptop to do this, and a printer. I have to print out all of my PayPal. And so, PayPal at the end of the year, I need to have all of my, printed out of every transaction from custom videos to bring to the tax place with me. I might have to, so I'm gonna have to probably do my taxes early just in case there's something I don't bring that I need, so that if worse comes to worse, I can go back before it's too late. Yeah, if you do your taxes bad, yeah. That's why I won't do them myself. Customs, ASMR customs. $160. Yeah, that one, someone wanted me to do food. It was a food making video. So about 50 of that goes into taxes, and about another 50 of that, not 50, but about 30 of that went into, 40 of that went into groceries. So I only actually made about $60 from that, $70 from that video. On YouTube, I earn, good question. It varies, but I think it's usually, I only started making money from YouTube back in January. So it's a little not set very well yet, but in January I made $270. In February I made $121, and I've made $160 so far this March. I'm good, how are you? Yeah, YouTube takes money from everything. Of course. I don't make too much from YouTube yet. But, I also do thank you Nadine. I also do custom videos, and then I do TikTok as well. And I make from TikTok, probably about 100 a month. So that's like 300 extra from TikTok and YouTube together. And then I was making a decent bit from custom videos, but those have gone down recently. Everyone was ordering custom videos for like the Christmas season, and then after the Christmas season was over, it dropped. I don't know. So I make about $1,000 a month. About. My custom video rates depend on what you want, like the exact details and all of that, because depending on what you want, it's going to be different. If you want like an easy video, obviously it's going to be cheaper than a video that's a lot more effort and more planned out. But I usually charge like $3 to $4 a minute, depending on. What do you mean? Like, no editing? I edit all my videos. I don't do raw footage because there's a lot of things that I need to edit out for my sake. So I don't offer that. I don't offer that. Okay, we're gonna move on to another trigger, which is basically the same trigger, but a little different. Thank you. I do different nails, like, yeah, the only raws are live streams, yeah. But these nails will change soon. I'll probably change them in like 2 days. But I do my nails different pretty much every week. I just have like a bunch of press-ons. I get them for really cheap at Crazy Bins. They're like $3 each. So I like bought a lot. I don't think I have a favorite nail color. I'm more of a design person. Depends on the design. I have these really cool like Halloween nails that I really like. They have like the cat's eye effect, which is basically just like kind of like a shiny shimmer that like moves. And that one's pretty cool. I really like those nails. No, this is all I do. I work this full time. Full time. I'm also really sick right now. And I'm having a lot of health issues. So I'm not really doing full-time hours currently. Because me and my doctors are trying to kind of just figure out some stuff. But now that there's more people here, Friday's video is going to be trigger words, so if there's any trigger words you want to hear, let me know. 24-hour stream, yeah, but I can't stay up that long. I get really bad anxiety when I don't get sleep, like really bad anxiety. I don't know if you guys know what psychosis is, but if you look up psychosis, that's what happens if I stay up too late. So I can't do that. Yeah, I'm gonna be live on TikTok after we're done here. I don't have to leave until around like 5:30. That's when my boyfriend's coming to get me. I don't like to talk about psychosis because psychosis gives me a lot of anxiety. But it was caused by a certain thing that I did like 2 years ago. I cannot dual stream because I'm on phone. So if I had a laptop, I could dual stream. quickly drink some water. I've had 1 cup today. But yeah, once I get a laptop, I'm hoping to dual stream. I just need to actually figure out how to film on the laptop first, too. I have $600 saved so far out of about, I think, like 2,750-ish. So I'm just gonna say 2,800. So we are 2,200 away. I should be able to make it to like 1,000 by the end of this month. And I think my boyfriend's putting another 500 towards it, so we'll be at 1,500. And then we'll just need like 1,300 more. I was really hoping to get it by the end of the month because I have family visiting from Newfoundland in like June or July. June, I think. And basically, they're gonna be here for like 2 weeks, so I'm not really gonna be able to film, and I also have to spend time with them because I haven't seen my aunt in about 11 years. 11 years, yeah. And so I obviously need to spend time with them, and it's gonna be too loud to film because they're Newfie, they're extremely loud. My family from Newfoundland, we yell. We all were yellers. We do not talk in a normal tone, so it's gonna be extremely loud. So I need to pre-film 2 weeks worth of stuff. I might do some streams here and there still, like when the house is quieter, if they go somewhere and stuff, but I need to have everything else pre-filmed. I cannot move into my boyfriend's place. He lives with his parents. Newfoundland is in Canada. Newfoundland is how you spell it. Newfoundland. But it's pronounced Newfoundland. But it's in Canada. Hello, Vincent. Okay. But, yeah. So I can't move in with my boyfriend now. They also don't have any room for me. His room is completely crowded. I wouldn't be able to bring a single thing of mine there. We're hoping I sleep over at his house sometimes, but you know, can't live there. No, I do not. I'm still not I'm a very anxious person, and I grew up with you're doing this wrong, you're worthless, everything you're doing is wrong. So I have a very bad mindset towards doing things in front of people, especially people that I know in real life. So I didn't even let any of my family see any of my YouTube until really far in. And my boyfriend has only seen my live streams on TikTok. I'm a very insecure person when it comes to that kind of stuff because of how I was raised. I was also bullied from kindergarten to middle school, so that didn't really help my insecure mindset. But it was more of a sibling thing. One of my siblings, often made me feel a little bit worthless and like I was bad at everything I did. And now, I hate doing things in front of people because I feel like they're gonna judge me and say that I'm worthless. about my ASMR. He said that it's good, but like obviously he can't really say that it's bad, even if he thinks it's bad. And then he said he likes my X marks the spot. Thank you, Richard. Thank you for the lucky clover. Thank you so much. Hi, Richard. Hello. I made a reference to my TikTok live the other day about this looking like the bird from Rio, and no one knew what I was talking about. Does anyone here know what I'm talking about when I say the bird from Rio? Anyone? Because TikTok was like looked at like we're in chat like I was insane, and I was like, what? You don't know the Rio bird? It's just a gift. I got 2 jewels out of it. Yes, Alice. Yes. I'm gonna show you guys a photo, okay? The bird from Rio. That's what this reminded me of. That's who this thing reminded me of. The bird from Rio. Rio is a movie. It is a Ferrero Rocher. It's the bottom of the Ferrero Rocher wrapper. It was a huge one that my boyfriend got after Christmas. It was on sale at his work for like $3, originally like 12. I'm sorry, it didn't mute the first time I hit it. I've done dentist and a couple other ones. I have a video of like 4 mini role plays. 6 mini role plays. Hi Tamara. I basically just started filming when I was 10. I quite literally just filmed a random video when I was 10 and posted it on the internet. That's how you get started. I got into it because my siblings did YouTube, not ASMR, but YouTube nonetheless. And I didn't have any skills, so that's what I did. That's what I did, is ASMR. And so I've been doing ASMR. My first time doing an ASMR video was about 9 years ago. And this channel is about to be 5 years old in April. That's when I genuinely started doing ASMR. Before it was like 1 video every year. Like it wasn't like a whole thing. And then like my first video on here, you can see like how active I was on here. I got like mainly active and started treating this like a job back in September. But yeah, I found out what ASMR was from a girl at school. No, their channels are not big. They are not big, no. I will go tell you what their channel subscriber count is. My sister's channel has 432 subscribers. And my brother's has 361 subscribers. I'm the only one who treated it like an actual job, so I'm the only one who kind of got anywhere. I would probably say consistency. Consistency is a big thing. Consistency and love what you do. If you love what you do, you won't look at the numbers as much, and that actually really helps you get way farther, because it's less discouraging. If you actually like what you do, the numbers being bad isn't as discouraging, and you keep going because you actually just like it. And that's, I think, where my siblings went wrong with their YouTube channels. So my sister didn't love what she did. not really any like professionality to it, because he just does what he loves and he doesn't care. So like there's two ends to the spectrum. You kind of have to love what you do, but also at the same time you have to know when to like get serious about it. So it's kind of like an in-between. I was the middle of the spectrum between them two. I loved what I did, but I also treated it like an actual job at the same time. So I would also say those collabs, those collabs that are like my subscribers do ASMR, join those videos and make sure you edit your name onto the bottom of them, because if you do those, you can get farther. I've done one with ASMR Jade, and she subscribed to me now, I believe. She's commented on a couple of my videos, and like I know there's a couple people have found me through those kinds of videos as well, and it kind of just opens up like a whole new world for you. A lot more people will know you, and a lot more ASMR artists will know you, and it gives you good opportunities for being able to do one-on-one collabs even. I've been meaning to do a one-on-one collab, but I'm too scared to ask someone to do one with me. Hello, Brian. ASMR for me, I would say, feels like kind of being an escape for people who need it. When I was in a really dark place, I will say watching ASMR helped me a lot. And what helped me even more when I was in a really dark place is building my own ASMR community. It felt really good, and the amount of people that told me I've improved their day or their week or whatever, like it honestly made my week and day better. Knowing that I could give some joy to someone else's day. Like growing up, I always wanted to do a career that helped people. And then I got all the health issues, and I didn't finish school, and so I knew that like being a therapist, that wasn't gonna work out for me, and like all of that kind of stuff, being a teacher wasn't gonna happen. And I feel this was just a really good way to be able to do that while still accounting for my own issues that I kind of need to deal with. Yeah, it does. And also, like, if you're in the right community, it can really make you feel a lot less lonely. Like, growing up, I didn't really have many friends. Like, I had friends, but it wasn't like normal people having friends. And so, having a community like this was really nice. Really nice. And I enjoy talking to you guys so much. And I know that a lot of you guys love being here and talking to me too. And that's like such a beautiful thing. I don't know. I'll do gloves after I do this. So, that's just how I see all of that. I think content creation is a beautiful thing. I try to be here as much as I can. I try. I miss a lot of comments because YouTube likes to filter comments out for some reason. Like, they don't notify me for every comment I get. Sometimes you have to like deep dive and go to the actual video. And I'm like, why? Just give me all the notifications. Thank you so much. Thank you. I actually really appreciate that. I've been like really depressed recently. I don't know if it's because of my health issues. I've been like kind of beating me down and like stress, but I've just been so down recently, and today feels like a lot better of a day for me. No, like not on here. I mean on like YouTube videos. It doesn't like notify me for every single comment. It like only does for like half of them. So it's really just for my community to chat with each other when I'm not live and all that. It's also a place for me to notify people that I am live. Hopefully. I feel it. I'm just trying to stay positive because honestly, this YouTube channel has genuinely saved me from so much. And it really keeps me going when I'm down because I just think about all the possibilities. My biggest dream in life right now is one day getting a YouTube plaque, which is seeming more and more doable every day, which is such an amazing thing. Like, it actually makes me want to cry happy tears. Anyways, I'll do some gloves now. I'm like debating what ones to do. You said latex, so I guess I'll do the white latex that I typically do because I have 2 boxes, so. What is this race and why has my boyfriend not informed me of it? I actually know Max Verstappen. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but I've actually heard of him. My boyfriend was into racing. He was really into racing. I haven't heard him talk about it in a while, though. Hello, Alexa. So I'm not really sure what's going on with him with that, but no, I know him, and then I know there's like 3 other names that I know. I don't know them like off by heart, but like if I heard them, I'd be like, oh yeah, I know that one. But no, I haven't watched any with him yet, and I was supposed to. And I'm like, why has he not informed me about this race coming up? Why he not tell me? Does he know what's coming up is my question. I'm gonna be like, hey, so about that race on the 21st, he's gonna be like, how do you know about that? Hi, Benjamin, but please don't call me baby. I hate this shirt because I have to wear my bra straps really low because the shirt's like slightly like off the shoulder almost, which is slightly annoying, but ow, I ripped out some of my hair. I'll do these for a little bit, and then I have a couple other triggers I was gonna do. Also, another thing of the difference between TikTok and YouTube. Yeah, Amazon is probably my preferred. Because then you also know what the money's going into because you're buying it. Oops, sorry. But like, I do need to edit my wish list soon and add some more things because it's getting pretty dry in there. But yeah, that's probably the best place. Yeah, I probably should drink some water, you're right. Yeah, I could definitely put some gift cards on my Amazon. I'll do that. I'll put some gift cards on my Amazon wish list. See, once I get a P.O. box, you guys can mail also scared about that because I'm really scared that I'm gonna receive some not great things. So I will be opening all mail with gloves on. But when I get a P.O. box, you guys can actually send me things. So, although I am a little bit terrified, a little bit, just a tiny bit scared. I have no idea. I do not have cat ears. Yeah, you can do it through PayPal. But if you're gonna do it through PayPal, leave me a note that says, like on the thing, leave a note that says that it's like what it's for, kind of. Like leave a note that says something like buy yourself something from Amazon, because otherwise it'll the tax people in the government will probably put it as a YouTube thing, and I'll have to pay taxes. I do have purple gloves, but I'm not gonna do more than one pair of gloves today. I don't want to waste too many. I do not have cat ears. And yes, I have 3 pets. Well, they're not mine. None of them are mine. I used to have a cat with my ex-boyfriend, but he has the cat, so. And then my mom has 2 cats. Or no, my mom has 1 cat, and my sister has 2 cats, and my sister lives here, so. Hello, hello, hello. I can feel a sneeze coming on. But yeah. Because there's been lots of people who have wanted to send me things. Also, then I can actually do like brand collabs and stuff. Which will be better. Hang on, I need to crack my back. My back is in like so much pain today. I don't know why. Maybe I slept weird. Like I can't crack it right now. My dream collab. I'm gonna be honest. Probably. I don't really know many ASMR artists. I'm not very big on like watching ASMR much. But maybe ASMR Jade, which is not that far-fetched because I have her as friends on TikTok and on here as well. I was in one of her subscribers to ASMR videos, but hi Natalie, but I don't know who else I'd want to collab with. I don't have the balls to message her, ask for a collab. And then JoJo would be cool to do with because he's like so big in the community, but that's an insane, like, a shoot to the stars type thing. I probably know Raffy Taffy, but I would have to, like, I'm subscribed to about 1,000 ASMR channels. I wouldn't do that for my boyfriend's family safety. No, I would not. That would be unsafe for my boyfriend's family. I'm also there a lot, so that's a good song. Shout out to Natalie. Yeah. I don't know. I love what I do. The majority of the time, if I'm having a bad day, I might not love what I do as much, but on my average days and good days and the majority of my bad days, I love what I do. Like sometimes if I'm having a bad day and I go live, I'm fine. The day's not bad anymore. But no, I think it's very possible that one day I might do a collab with Jade. I would just have to reach out to her, which I'm scared to do. And I also want to have a laptop first because then I can actually like edit the video and stuff. I also really like ASMR Tia. She's a smaller creator. I also just don't have any ideas for collabs. Like, what would the collab be? If I had ideas, I totally would. Do I stream on Twitch? No, I do not. It's not. I've heard it's not a very good platform for creators. Honestly, it depends what kind of anxiety you have and what your mentality is. Because for me, like my anxiety has gone down a lot. I used to not be able to do anything. But then I got the mindset of genuinely no one cares. So like, I don't know, like what made my anxiety go away is in 8th grade. Like this is genuinely 2 of the instances. This is the same guy, by the way. I'm telling you a story about the same guy. There was a kid in my class who the teacher, like we had a substitute teacher, and the substitute teacher wouldn't let him go to the bathroom, so he literally just pissed his pants right there and then. And the whole class like praised him for it, and I was like, wait, he's not embarrassed, and no one cares that he just pissed his pants in front of everyone. Why do I even have anxiety? Like that was such like a moment. And then like also he did a presentation once where it was not good. You can tell that he did not know what he was talking about. He definitely did not study the topic at all. He just started writing down random things, and like no one cared that it was bad. And I was like, wait, why do I care about things so much? Like no one else cares about these things as much as I do. Like if I do something wrong, genuinely, no one cares. Like no one, like they have their own issues to worry about, to the point where if you make a mistake, it's really not that big of a deal to them. So that was kind of my moment of why am I like this? And since then, most of my anxiety has been gone, most of it. That fixed most of it. Most of my social anxiety. I still have a lot of it, depending on certain situations, but yeah, that's where mine comes from too. Mine comes from that as well. So it's kind of like I used to not even be able to eat at school. I used to drink these Ensure drinks because I couldn't bear eating in front of people because I thought that I looked stupid when I ate. And now I'm just like, well, everyone has their thing. It doesn't matter. Like, I think the internet's helped me with that as well. Like, there's a lot of mean people on the internet. I've gotten a lot of hate comments. But then you just look at all the people that are enjoying your content and enjoying who you are as a person and what you do, and you realize that it really doesn't matter. The people who have a negative view on it are gonna have a negative view on it. They can respectfully just leave and stop watching and stop associating with you if they don't like it or you. So like, always be yourself and just do what you want to do, because in the end, that's how you're gonna find your people and the people that you actually belong to be around, you know? So, you know, everyone's gonna have different opinions and different outlooks on certain things, and that's just life. I'm probably gonna go live at like on TikTok at like 4. sorry, that was a not great noise. My back is like killing me. Killing me. I need to go see a masseuse again. It was, oh my god, my masseuse was wonderful. However, she was, I think, $100 an hour. But she was really good. I want to clarify, I did not pay for that because that's insane. I would never pay $100 for a massage. I would just make my boyfriend give me a massage. But my ex-boyfriend was not nice enough to give me a massage, so he just bought me a trip to the masseuse for my birthday one year. She was absolutely wonderful, and I wish she was cheaper, because ain't no way I'm paying $100 for a back massage. Like, yes, it was great, but I'm so picky when it comes to my money. I try my best to do as much different content as I can. And I try and do like everything that's suggested. So I'm glad that you like it. I'm really glad that I could help you. I'm really, really glad. We still only have 4 words for the trigger words video, so if anyone has any suggestions, make sure to let me know. I can't really think of any. We have tickle, cookie, coconut, and disc. No, it doesn't travel down my legs. It's just back pain. It's very common in my family. My mom has very bad chronic pains, and so does my grandmother. My mom, I'm pretty sure, actually has fibromyalgia, but we're not sure yet. But it's just in my back and my neck. And then I get joint pains, like I'm pretty sure I have arthritis, but that's not confirmed. I'm also double jointed, so like my joints get a lot of pain. Like my fingers are like in a lot of pain right now, but which is why I had to quit crocheting. I started crocheting as a hobby, but it got really hard on my fingers, and I couldn't do it anymore. The same thing with painting and drawing. But yeah, like I have joint pains, like my ankles, my knees, and my fingers get really bad. But I'm pretty sure that one's just arthritis. Like everyone in my family has arthritis. It's a very common thing for my family. But I don't care to go and get it checked out because they're not really gonna do anything about it. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, good to know. See, I would put I don't know what to put turmeric in though. I'm pretty good. How are you? I used to put turmeric in my smoothies, but I'm like allergic to fruits, so I can't really have smoothies. So it's rough. I'm already on so many pills. Right now I take 2 pills a day, and then there's 2 other pills that I take every other day. So it goes 2 pills, 4 pills, 2 pills, 4 pills. My day's pretty good. I'm having a pretty good day today. How's your day? And then I also have to take Advil sometimes, like more than the average person probably does. About depending on the week. Last week I had to take it like 4 times. Um, this week I've taken it, well, the week just started, but like a month I probably take Advil about 6 to 8 times. It's pretty bad. I spend a lot of money on Advil. I'm not really supposed to be drinking tea because of my stomach acid problems. They told me not to really drink any tea, and I'm not supposed to have sour things either, so I'm not really allowed to have lemon either. It's rough. I have so many issues and they all like conflict with each other. So like, you want to treat this, but you can't because it's gonna make this worse. And it's rough. This is an iPhone case. An iPhone case. I like the aesthetics of the iPhone, and like I feel like they're easier to work. But iPhone is starting to piss me off because there are such scammers with the storage. I'm telling you. There are scammers with the storage for real. You delete, like one time I deleted about 8 gigabytes of like photos and videos and stuff. And then for some reason I had 2 gigabytes less of storage than I had before I deleted them, and I was like, so where did that come from? But yeah. See, I'm trying to do more movement, but I've been really dizzy recently. I think this sickness, I have like a flu, and it's been making me dizzy, but I also might still have temporary vertigo, because I had temporary vertigo last year. That was really screwing with me. So I don't know if I still have that, but I've been like dizzy recently, probably also because of my low iron. So I haven't been able to like move much or work out much recently. I don't know what the iPhone 17 is like. I think that's the iPhone I want to get. If that's the iPhone that comes in purple, that's the one I plan on getting in January. Yeah, I've pretty much been in pain since I was like 8 or 9. My finger pain started at about 8, and it was really bad when I wrote with like pencils, which I had to do until middle school, and it was really painful, but I never told anyone about it. Although I should have, because they probably wouldn't have made me write as much. Really? My diet isn't very balanced. It's really complicated. I can't really cook in my house. I don't want to get into the details of that. Because it's a very big complicated mess. Well, I can't really eat fruits, but I can eat vegetables, so I balance out the fruit problem with eating more vegetables. And I can eat like meat and stuff, so like it's fine, but my diet isn't super balanced because of other problems. It's just, I live in a very stressful household, and it's really hard to do things in this house. So I eat way too much takeout, but cooking in this house is like not fun. Tomorrow I'm gonna be making pancakes at my boyfriend's house. It's a lot less stressful there, but it's weird cooking at their house because like the rules are so different. Well, there is no rules at their house, so when I'm cooking I feel lost. I'm like, am I allowed to do this? Am I allowed to do that? And he's like, yeah, why wouldn't you be? And I'm like, oh, okay. So it's like, anyways, I was looking up Scarlett Johansson because I want to see like more in depth. Like I know what she looks like, but I'm like, I don't see it. Maybe like the littlest bit. The littlest bit. But yeah, there's just a lot of restrictions in this house. So It's rough. Which is why I'm pushing so hard to move out of this house. I need my own place with my own rules so badly. I forgot I have dishes today. I'm gonna have to ask my mom if I can push dishes tomorrow. Okay, hopefully she doesn't get mad about that. Yeah, my boyfriend's pretty cool. It's rough because he's been working so much that like it's been hard to like be together recently, but he's a really nice person and I love him very much. We're just kind of going through a patch because we're both just trying to make as much money as we can so I can move out. And obviously that'll come with some relationship complications of it feeling like there's lack of love, which, yeah. Now I have to look up 80s Scarlett Johansson. I don't think ours do. I don't think ours do have that, but our post offices do. They're just, it's expensive. So I haven't gotten one yet because I can't afford it. I'm trying to move out. I'm trying to move out. 80s Scarlett Johansson. Every picture on here, she looks different, and I'm like, how does one look that different in every photo? Holy, she's lived like many lives, I see. Many, many lives. But no, like my boyfriend's house genuinely has like no rules, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? Sorry, I'm biting off part of my lip because it's hanging. But like, no, my mom just likes everything extremely clean, and it gets really stressful. We think she might have OCD. And so everything has to be like extremely cleanly. And it's just, it gets really, really stressful trying to keep up with it because it's kind of like every little crumb, every single little crumb is an issue. So if you leave one singular crumb on the counter, it's a big deal, and I just don't understand it. She's also just angry a lot recently, so yes, I do have purple gloves, but I'm not gonna put them on today. So it's just a little stressful because she's in a bad mood a lot of the time, and it makes me a little stressed out. I don't know when. Not this live though. Yeah, it's been making me more angry, and I've been trying to like manage it, but I've been snapping at my boyfriend a lot, and he doesn't deserve that. I've just been so like stressed out, and I'm trying to get rid of the stress, but I can't get rid of the stress because I live with it. You know what I mean? So I slept over at his house for like a week, but then his mom was upset that I was sleeping over so much, so then obviously I stopped sleeping over. So it's kind of like rough because it's like a lose-lose situation. I don't know how to make water drop sounds. Like that. See, I try to do physical activity, but I've been really like dizzy recently. And I'm not supposed to like do too much. My room's also way too crowded to do any physical activity in my room, so I would have to go out and do physical activity. Which the weather outside here is not the greatest for that right now. It's been raining a lot. And I'd have to bust to the gym, which I don't have time for because I'm always working or in pain in bed. But I'm not not supposed to do too much intense workout because of my ovarian cyst. But yeah, like a lot of times that I'm not filming, I'm usually just in pain in bed because of my ovarian cyst. So it's like not great. I have a gym membership. I just, with the dizziness and then the ovarian cyst, I haven't been able to go. So I'm hoping to start going again soon. But since I've been dizzy recently, I don't want to go alone. And my boyfriend has been in too much pain to go because he's been working and he does heavy lifting in his job. So, you know. Hi, Riley. Thank you. My light setup is pretty. I have like, it changes colors, which is nice. I love that so much. I wish that I had friends, but unfortunately, the majority of the people in my city are just weed smokers, alcoholics, and partiers. So I don't really know where I would find a friend because I can't be around people who smoke weed. I just can't do it. And so, and I don't want to be friends with people that, like, I don't think I'd be able to be friends with someone who parties a lot. It's just not my, like, thing. Yeah, it's just not good out right now. It's been raining so much that I haven't been able to. Once the weather is better, I probably will a little bit, but I get scared to go out alone because sometimes I get really dizzy and I think I'm gonna pass out. I do fabric scratching on members' lives, but not so much here. Sometimes I'll do like a little bit, but yeah, like I want friends. It's just like no one. I don't click with anyone in my city. I don't click with any of them. So it's really unfortunate. I was thinking about trying to become friends with this cashier at one of the stores near me because she seems pretty cool, but yeah, kind of. But like I don't want to be around people that are like that because it's just not what I want for my life. And I want to be around more people that are more inspiring, you know what I mean? Like I want to be inspired and motivated by my friends and how they are, rather than like, you know, it's just, partying's not my cup of tea, so I just don't think it would be a good friendship. I just don't know how to go about it. Like, do I just go up to her and ask for her Snapchat or like her number, or like, do I just go, hey, you seem pretty cool, could I get your Snapchat? Like, I don't know how to be friends with people. The only way I've ever made friends is through school. So like, I don't really know how to go about becoming friends with people anymore. Because in school you just get sat beside them. Oh, my family's not great. They're all drug addicts. All of my family is drug addicts, and all of that. I don't associate with the majority of my family. I could try Bumble Friends, but the thing is everyone I've had it before, and everyone I've ever met on Bumble are partiers. Like, in my city, that's really all there is here. It's really hard to come by someone who's not. Like, most of the people in my generation who live here just party all the time. Like, when I found my boyfriend, I was actually really surprised he doesn't, like, drink or, like, smoke weed or anything. Like, all he does is vape. And I was like, what the hell? How did I? Yeah, my boyfriend told me to get her information, and I was like, nope, can't do it. Can't do it. My boyfriend has some friends, yeah. He doesn't really hang out with them, though. But they're not my cup of tea either. His friends are also his friends are from high school. And they're like slightly partiers, and they're all weed smokers and everything. And most of his actual friends that he actually like talks to are all online friends from far away. again because the city sucks and just isn't the vibe that we are. But yeah. I don't know. I also don't really know how to be friends with anyone anymore. I've had like one friend since like within the last like 8 years. I've mainly, well, like 5 years, I've mainly only really ever had one friend. And I was so close with, I was friends with her for about 8 years. So she was basically like a sister to me. So I don't even really know how to be friends with someone. Like me and her were just like, we didn't really do anything. We just kind of sat together. And I don't know what you're supposed to do with friends. Like, where do you go? What do you do? Michael. But yeah, I don't know. I was close with my ex-boyfriend's friends, but my boyfriend now, his friends aren't as like that to me. I guess you could. I don't know. Guys, you've encouraged me. You've encouraged me. Maybe I'll ask for that girl's Snapchat next time I see her. So I don't know how old she is, but she looks around my age. My boyfriend was like, she probably is our age because it looks like her voice hasn't grown into her face yet. He was like, her face looks more mature than her voice. And he said it seems like she's probably like in like the early adult ages. So perhaps I'll ask for a Snapchat. They also sell Pokemon cards where she works, so I can always ask her when Pokemon cards are in stock, which is fun. Just a little perk. But no, like I don't know how to go about it, but I will maybe figure it out if I see her there again anytime soon. It's gonna be so awkward because you can like she's a very talkative person. She's like me. We're both very talkative. But she's also like an awkward talkative. Like the way she's talkative gives off I'm having anxiety, so I'm yapping as much as I can, which is what I do. So we're both just gonna be like an anxiety bundled mess. It's gonna be so awkward. My name's Victoria. Yes, I do. Hold up. I'll show you what my Instagram is if I have it on this phone. No, I want to try and be friends with her. You guys have encouraged me. This is my Instagram. v.gillingham with 2 M's. But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably do it. Thank you. I'm glad you like it here. But I do need to figure out if she's like my age. But like more than likely she is. She was complaining the other day. She was like talking about how her manager put out every single Pokemon card, and she was like, why would they do that? They're all just gonna get stolen because they usually keep it behind the counter, but the manager put out every single one. And she was like, that is the brightest idea I've ever heard. Let all of the Pokemon cards get stolen. And she doesn't know anything about Pokemon cards, so like we were looking for Pokemon cards and she was like, I think we had the gray ones. And I was like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. And she was like, I don't know, the gray ones I think they're new. She was right, it was the new ones actually. My dad got some there a couple days after. Thank you. But yeah, I don't know. She seems like she would be like a decent person and a good friend. Don't mind the toilet paper. It's Charmin. It's fancy toilet paper, guys. Look. It's the fancy one. It's not a private account. No, I'm not engaged. No, I'm not. I'm not. That's just where I wear my ring. It's the only spot the ring doesn't bother me. Hello. I do not visit churches. I'm not really religious. Like, I don't really know what I am. I've never really figured it out. I've prayed, but I'm not religious. I don't have a religion, but I do like, I don't know. I'm 19. I turned 20 this year. But yeah. I don't know. I don't know, just a lot of I find that there's a lot of people in my city, in my area, who use church and God as an excuse to be horrible people. So I just don't like to be involved with any of that, really. I mean, like, not all people in religions are bad. I've just met way too many people who are. Like, my ex was one of them. He was a religious person, but only when it benefited him. And only when he wanted to guilt trip people. No, I don't have an ASMR account on Instagram. Yeah, so that's one reason why I'm just not really into religion, is I've just met way too many people that have kind of made the idea of religion something it was never meant to be. So it's kind of a difficult thing. I actually looked into Buddhism a while back. A couple years ago, I was pretty into Buddhism, but I just like to, I prefer to stray from any of that and just keep myself as unlabeled with that. No one really cares about ASMR on Instagram, so I don't do any of that there. I don't do any of that there. I have my main Instagram on there, but it's not ASMR related. Eventually I might post some stuff there, but no, I'm not going to put on any more gloves. I'm leaving in about 4 minutes probably. I'll do a little bit of fabric scratching before I leave. I'm slightly active on Discord. Slightly. I only got Discord because everyone wanted me to, ASMR wise. But I reply to messages on there, and I look at all the messages that are sent when they are sent. Usually I have my notifications on, so I see everything that happens on there. I don't know anything about really any religions or anything like that, other than a bit of Buddhism and Christianity. I grew up in a Christian town, so. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think personally, most closer to Buddhism than anything else, but I don't put myself in a box with any of it. But yeah, like I grew up in a slightly Christian town. My dad's baptized. I never got baptized, but my dad was. And I used to go to Sunday school and this Friday thing as well. That was like church related. It was more of like games and activities, God related for kids, so that they could be more engaged without like hating it. So I used to go to that, but I can't do church. My attention span is way too whack for that. Like when I'm watching a show on TV, I can't even pay attention to like a whole episode usually without going on my phone, which is really bad, and I'm trying to fix it. But yeah, I do own a Bible though. It's a Christian Bible. I own, I think, 2 Bibles. I own like a bigger one and then like a really small like a pocket Bible. I haven't read them though, but I do have them. Yeah, that's my look on most of it. Like I pray sometimes I do pray, and all of that. I've only ever been around Christians religion-wise, so I only really know how to do things in a Christian way, but I'm not boxed in to that category. I'm pretty sure my boyfriend's family, I know his grandparents are religious. I'm not really sure, like, what exactly they consider themselves, but they pray, and my ex's parents, they prayed. My ex's grandparents were Christian, and so I used to be over at their house like every week, so I used to pray a lot at dinner with them and had a lot of stuff with them. I'm not gonna do that today. I'm actually gonna go in like a minute. I'm about to go. I need to go live on TikTok before my boyfriend picks me up. So I actually gotta go like now. Thank you guys so much for joining today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to, I almost said like and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe if you did enjoy. Thank you guys for chatting with me and subscribing and all of that. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm happy to meet you. I don't know how to do a water drop sound. Is this it? Because that's all I know how to do. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you, Nasty. I don't really have a schedule for my lives. I kind of just do them when I have extra time. I should be live again this week though, sometime. I should be. I'm trying to make as much time as I can for live streams. I cut out my Wednesday videos because they didn't do well, so that I have more time for live streams and stuff, which do way better than my Wednesday videos anyways. So yeah, thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. And hopefully I'll see you guys in another live stream soon.